In today's video, I am going to be sharing with you 20 different ideas to help you get more out of your planner here in 2022. So whether you just bought a planner for the first time, or if you have one that goes through 2021 and 2022, or you are a seasoned planner, it is never too late to add something new. Hey y'all, my name is Lauren here with Plan with Laur. I am your type A BFF and I am here to help you create calm out of the daily chaos. I always say that a planner is a tool to help you. It's not a magical wand that will transform your life, though I wish it was. But planning can slowly and gradually help you to squeeze more out of the time that you have. In that spirit, like I said, I'm gonna be showing you 20 different things that you can do in your planner to use it in 2022. And I wanna let you know that I have used every single idea in my planner at least once over the past couple of years. And some of them I'm still incorporating here today. So if they've worked with me, I bet that they can go ahead and work for you. I gotta know, before we jump into today's video, let me know in the comments down below, why are you planning here in 2022? Whether you are new to planning or, like I said, you are a seasoned planner, what is the reason for planning in 2022? I am literally so excited to read these comments because we all use planning for different purposes and it just warms my heart. We got a lot to cover in this video. Like I said, 20 ideas of things to put in your planner so you actually use it. Let's go ahead. We are starting with number one, which is actually other people's plans. Now, I know that we put our own plans in our planner and I was not gonna take up a number with that because, you know, that's kind of a given. But I think putting other people's plans in our planners are so important. Take a moment to figure out where the people that you love and support are going to be in the world this year. Ask them for important milestones in their life, weddings, anniversaries, birthdays. Maybe they're running a half marathon, or they have a big presentation at work, or they're up for a promotion, or something that they are nervous about, and mark that date on your calendar. Having these things like these birthdays and these anniversaries will keep you on top of your game this year. So whether you are gift giving, or you just want to send them a text, or even just a birthday card. Planning is all about living your life intentionally, and nothing, and I mean nothing, bugs me more than having to rely on Facebook to let me know like when people are doing big things in their lives. Take a second, reach out to your people and add their important dates to your calendar this year. And this kind of segues into number two, and the second thing is a gift tracker. It is no exaggeration to say that I love giving gifts. It's my language, it's how I show people that I love them. But gifts don't have to be elaborate or ornate to be special. I truthfully believe that it is the thought that counts. So I always, in the back of my planners, like to create a gift tracker. I put a couple columns of names of people that I love, and anytime I hear them say, ooh, I love this, or maybe we're talking about something and say, this is my favorite Starbucks order, or I'm loving this new makeup brand, or something, I go ahead and I jot that down in my gift tracker. And I'm not just gonna buy them something because they said they liked it. But when it comes to gifting season, when it comes to when I wanna show them a little bit of extra love, I can go ahead back to this gift tracker and say, great, Sarah told me that she loves this new tea brand and it is her birthday, so I'm gonna send her a gift from this tea company. I don't know, this is just an example. This example ties into the fact that I view gift giving as intentional and like an extension of planning, of saying, hey, I thought about you, I went through the effort to go ahead and get this to you, and I wanna show you how special you are to me. I also use this as kind of like pseudo gift budget. I'll usually write out how much I spent on these individual gifts so that I know that I'm staying within my budget for the year and I'm not going over the top. Okay, so number two is actually your annual goals. And I know that a lot of people in the planning community will actually go ahead and use a separate planner to track their annual goals. I've done it before, so there's like no shade in this. But I believe that regardless of what your goals are, and I can say that I am using like one of these pseudo goal setters for 2022, I think that it is important to go ahead and put your annual goals somewhere in your main planner that you are looking at every single day. And this segues into number four, which my fourth thing is to put daily and weekly goals in your planner. Again, this is even in addition if you're using one of those pseudo planners. Whether it is something that you do daily or something that you're doing weekly, I think it's important to go ahead and map out the steps that you are going to take to go ahead and achieve your goals, because the difference between a dream and a goal is a plan. And so putting down the steps of what you're actually going to do in your weekly and or your daily planner is important to make sure that you're staying on top of them. I personally like to include some of my monthly goals in the back back of my planner, like in the notes pages section, but then put out those weekly and daily action items in the heart of my planner. The next thing is one of my favorite things that I do is actually my daily routines page. This is number 5. And so whether you do this on your notes page or you do it at the beginning of every single month, take a sticky note and write out your ideal daily routine. Now, I use a sticky note because one, I love them, but because also my ideal morning routine changes. I have been in this planning game long enough to know that even the best laid plans do not work out. And so my ideal morning routine, again, is ideal. It is not necessarily always realistic. So I want to go ahead and I want to keep track of what my routines are, but be able to change it whenever I need to. Now, I take that sticky note and I can move it from month to month if it's something that I'm staying consistent with, or I can go ahead and toss it and grab a new sticky note to go ahead and change it up if I need to change it mid-week, mid-month, or even mid-year. Now, with the daily routines, you can go ahead and be as specific or as vague as you want. I like to create one for the morning and the evening, but you could create like a routine for a morning routine and a workout routine, or a planning routine and a reading routine. It really doesn't matter. And like I said, it's nice because I can keep the sticky notes to see how things have changed over time, or I can toss them out and I can just use a new one and my page keeps working and serving me over and over. Number 6 is gonna go ahead and be a health and wellness tracker. I like to think of my health holistically, which all in all means that health means a lot of different things for me. And I think that there are a lot of different components of being quote unquote healthy and well. So for instance, I don't track weight loss in my planner, but that could be something that you are interested in doing. But you could also use a health and wellness tracker to track a series of workouts, or you can use it to take notes from your therapy sessions, or just even journal about how your therapy sessions went at the end of them. There are literally so many different ideas, and I think that health and wellness is such a popular idea to go ahead and track in your planning. Okay, so now we have number 7. It kind of has 2 parts to it, so it could be 7, I don't know. You guys make a decision. But if you have a partner, you can go ahead and create a date night tracker. This is John Michael and I's one of our favorite things that we go ahead and we do together. Now, if you don't want to have a partner, or you and your partner already have so many date nights, you're like, I'm focusing on me this year. It is the year of 2022, which is me and my best version of myself. Go ahead and make a self-love tracker, or you can be like me and you can just go ahead and make both of them this year. So the whole idea behind this page is pretty much the same as all of what I think when it comes to planning. How can you take intentional and special time nurturing some of your most important relationships, either with your partner or with yourself? So John Michael and I go ahead and keep a running list of date nights to do, especially here in New York City. And there are so many things on the list. I don't think we'll ever run out. And so this makes it incredibly easy for us to just go ahead and pick something off this list, especially if we aren't feeling super creative when it comes to date night. And self-love is unbelievably important as well. So whether it's drawing yourself a hot bath, pouring yourself a drink, getting your nails done, journaling, reading, taking time to watch your favorite TV show, it's a great way to remind yourself what self-love looks like, because we all burn out. It happens in a year, but when we do, let's go ahead and have a page of some of our favorite things and kind of create like a little, if I'm burnt out or I'm getting stressed or getting overwhelmed, what's a little routine that I can do to help get myself out of it? I know top of my list would probably be lighting candles, a really dark bath, and then some form of like pampering myself. So whether that was getting my nails done, getting a facial, or like, just like spending time alone in the quiet. Our true number 8 thing that you can go ahead and add into your planner is a book log. Now I gotta be honest with you, I am not the best of going ahead and following through when it comes to my reading list. It's like every year I forget that my least favorite thing about school was actually a summer reading list. That being said, John Michael's actually a prolific reader. And so I will say that one of his favorite ideas, and one thing he told me I had to add to this video, was a book log. I think there are 2 ways to do this. Either one, you can track the books that you've read, maybe get a little bit of a synopsis and rate it on a 1 to 5. And maybe make some notes if like you were gonna recommend it to a friend, what are the things that you loved about it, or some pro cons. Or number 2 is to go ahead and create a list of books that you want to go ahead and read. You can also combine the both and have a little bit on each page. Number 9 is something you go ahead and include in your planner is vision boards. Regardless of aesthetics, vision boards can be super easy to put together and can help you create a guiding principle for your planning and your goal setting and your dreaming this year. I also think a vision board in your planner can be an incredible idea, especially if you make it a priority to look at it pretty often. Another thing in number 10 that we can go ahead and add in our planner are routine trackers. So I think that this is where a routine or a habit tracker comes in, whether it's tracking how much water you're drinking, whether you've showered and put on clothes for the day, or something else entirely. A dedicated routine or habit tracker in your planner will help you understand how you're performing towards your goals. For me, I personally use a habit tracker to go ahead and track new habits that I am creating and working on. So if you are using number 6, which is that daily routines page, these two things can actually complement each other. Number 11, home improvement. So the joy of owning your own place is that you're constantly finding different ways to spruce it up, or things need to be repaired. Anyway, it's probably finding ways to keep you busy. So whether you're cleaning up, and more on this later, or you're making actual improvements, I think that this is such a fun thing that you can go ahead and add to your planner. Now, while John and Michael and I do not own our apartment in New York, we are renting, and there are so many projects that we want to do. So I went ahead and created this home improvement tracker just to put things that we need to buy for each room, projects that I want to go ahead and accomplish over the year, and honestly, just things that came top of mind for me. It can be as simple as getting some new pictures to hang up on the wall, or organizing your thoughts to a major home renovation. And so you'll have everything organized and easy, at least in one place, at least to start. Number 12 is a gratitude list. Honestly, I really think that the simple act of taking time to think about what I'm grateful for and thankful for instantly puts me in a good mood. And I think that sometimes we just think about it in terms when it comes to Thanksgiving, but it obviously doesn't always have to be just for that. The gratitude list is something that Bloom Daily Planners does in their planners a lot. They actually have a full list of things for you to write at the beginning of your planner of things that you're thankful for and that you're grateful for. And I love that you can go ahead and take this idea and put it in your own planner. Just start creating a list. Don't feel the need to fill it all out now. You can go ahead and fill out new things throughout the year that you become grateful for or that you're reminded of, or you can go ahead, fill it all out. Then it is there in your planner to serve as a reminder every single day about the things that you are grateful for. All right, let's jump over to number 13, which is movies and shows to watch. I will not lie, it always seems that Netflix or Hulu or Amazon Prime or whatever it may be is always on while I'm going through my house and just doing different chores, or even when I'm planning. So first off, let me know, Hulu, Netflix, Amazon, what are the shows that I have to go ahead and watch? I love binging shows, so shows, movie, it all, I watch pretty much everything, so let me know in the comments down below. And what I'm going to do is, because I've created this page in my notes, so I'm going to use your recommendations to go ahead and jot down things that I want to watch in my planner, because I cannot tell you how many times I finish a series and I'm like, what should I watch next? And I'm like, I know so many people have given me recommendations, but I never actually take the time to sit down and write them down. So that's what we're doing here in this page. Now, all my friends and family knows to go ahead and text me because, like I said, I'm always into new shows. I have just started watching Downton Abbey. I know, very late to this game. Absolutely obsessed. I literally believe that in another life, I was a lorder lady. Number 14 actually is different foods to go ahead and cook. I'll also add restaurants that you want to go ahead and try. John Michael and I shift on our cooking responsibilities depending on the different seasons. If he's in a busy work life season, I'll take over the cooking responsibility and vice versa. But I will really say that our rule of thumb is John Michael loves to cook and I really love to bake. We went ahead and started making different trackers in our planners and in our notebooks of things that we want to try, things that we know that we love, that are easy to go ahead and replicate and make again. Whenever we're not feeling creative or we don't want to take the time to go ahead and look through Pinterest or all of these different blog posts, we can just turn to this page, find something that we know that we are interested in or something that we've loved before, and that it will be a hit for dinner that night. Number 15 is travel ideas / kind of like a travel bucket list. Now, John Michael and I have also always been major travelers. Sort of like a larger bucket list of life, we have a bucket list of all these places that we want to go ahead and travel together. And this can be as specific as you want it to be. So it can be as specific as like, I want to stay at this hotel and this place on this day. Or if you already know that you have a trip for 2022 planned, you can go ahead and just start jotting down ideas of things that you see of like, oh, this could be so fun when we travel there. Lots of flexibility when it comes to this idea to put in your planner. Number 16 is to go ahead and start creating a cleaning log, and not even just the cleaning log of like daily, like did you wipe your counters, but like when's the last time you cleaned your air filters? Like that's my problem. Or like, when's the last time you went ahead and you dusted your baseboards? I literally could not even tell you. So that's to me why a cleaning page is essential. I can go ahead and track a lot more of these deep cleaning items, these things that maybe I'm only doing once or twice or a couple of times in a year, I'm going ahead, I'm making a space to check in with them. Number 17 is life goals. We talked a little bit earlier about some annual goals, but when's the last time you wrote out those big, insane, intense life goals that you have for yourself? I cannot tell you how many times I've written out like 5-year life goals and 10-year life goals and wrote it on some piece of paper and never ever came back to it, right? I never came back to it. I lost it. And while those probably some have come true and some haven't, I would definitely have loved to see like where I was in a moment of time and how that is relating to where I am 5-10 years later. So what better place than your planner to go ahead and write those down anywhere in the planner, just to have it, just to take the time to sit down and think about your life and some of the goals that you have, and a place and a keepsake that you'll know that you'll have around. Number 18 is a bucket list. Now, similarly, this can be a seasonal bucket list, so you could create one for each season of the year, super specific to your family, where you live, and what that looks like. Or you can go ahead and create a life bucket list. I went ahead and this year and I did just like a 2022 bucket list of just things that I want to do in the year of 2022. Again, some are like larger. This is a cameo for my partner, John Michael, but number 19 is a budget planner. This is definitely one of the most popular things I see people going ahead and putting in their planners, is tracking their budget, tracking their debt, and tracking their saving and spending along the way. You can go ahead and create specific trackers. You can use the goal pages to go ahead and set out your monthly goals when it comes to budgeting, and daily you can go ahead and write everything that you are spending. I've also seen people keep receipts in their planner. So if like you're out shopping, throw your receipt in your planner, and at the end of the day or the week or the month, you can go ahead and settle up. Now, number 20, and our last thing that I'm going to give here today, I think this is one of the most important tips when it comes to using your planner, is put your name in your planner. We are in 2022 going to go ahead and personalize our planners by putting our names in it. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna use pens and stickers and washi and covers and things that we love, because I find that when you go ahead and take the time to personalize your planner, you are so much more likely to actually use that planner on a day-to-day basis because you took the time to set it up. So that's what we're gonna do here with some of the ideas that I showed you this year. By putting our names in our planner, we are gonna go ahead and set up our planner to be something that we want to open up every single day. Woo! I need a water break. But I gave you 20 different ideas of things that you can go ahead and put in your planner this year to use it and to be successful here in 2022. I gotta know before I sign off, is there something that I didn't mention that you add to your planner that you couldn't live without? Or do you have a different idea of something that I need to go ahead and add in my planner? Let me know in the comments down below. Remember that your planner is a tool, and there's always a way to make your tool a little bit more effective each year. Hopefully one of these ideas works for you. And if it does, y'all gotta make sure and let me know. I wanna see all the planners, so tag me on all of my socials. All right, y'all, now that is all that I have for you here today. I upload new videos every single week. If you found this helpful, make sure to hit that red subscribe button. And as always, y'all, my name is Lauren here with Plan with Laur. I cannot wait to see how you guys are setting up your planners here in 2022. All right, y'all, bye-bye.